Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. I am Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and it's time for some creative ink again this week. So I come to you live every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I always have a project or two to share with you. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you say hello and let me know where you're from. And if you're a longtime viewer, still say hello. I'd love to know what you're up to and what you're doing, and if you've been stamping this week. So today we are using Reinkers again. I've been having fun with them, and it's fall, and I have a really some easy cards to create using our Reinkers and some baby wipes. We are doing the baby wipe technique today. So it's an old-time favorite, and it's so easy to do, and it's a great way to use your Reinkers as well. Okay, hi Gail, welcome. Okay, so I guess we're gonna just get started because I'm not sure what people are up to today. I'm a couple minutes late getting on. And let me just, I need a grid paper, so I gotta grab a grid paper here because we are getting inky today, and I don't want to keep my desk all dirty. So while we're waiting for people to join, let's go to my desktop, and I want to just talk about today, or I guess this one ends Friday, okay? So the Perfect Partners ends Friday. There are 6 stamp sets that are in either the annual catalog or the mini catalog, and they, for this month only, they've have offered a set of coordinating dies to go with them. So you have until Friday to purchase them. One of them is the Apple stamp set, the Apple Harvest stamp set. I love that. We used that a couple of times. And if you got my newsletter, you got another PDF tutorial using this stamp set and die. So, and if you, speaking of my newsletter, it just went out this morning. So if you didn't get it, let me know. If you're not on my email list, make sure you hit the subscribe button at createwithnancy.com, and you can get the next newsletter edition, okay? So there's the Apple Harvest, the Fresh Cut Flowers stamp set. This Birthday Piggy is on there as well. Trimming the Tree, Waterfall Canyon, and Yeti to the Party. Those are all come with dies that are exclusive just for the month of September, okay? And then also this Saturday, so Friday and Saturday, I'm celebrating World Card Making Day. So there are some spots open still on either Friday. There's a morning or daytime session and an evening session. So there's spots available for that, and also a Saturday daytime session. And all those dates are in my newsletter, okay? So what was I going to say? And then also, so I'm celebrating that by having a craft and chat time. And I have all kinds of paper pumpkin kits and past paper pumpkin kits, and also some past project kits available at a special discounted price. There's various prices, so, and you can choose from what I have available, okay, if you can attend. So just message me and let me know if you're local to me and can attend here in Skaneateles, New York, and I'll let you know the address. Okay, and also Stampin' Up! Is doing their own special World Card Making Day, and you as customers are welcome to attend. It's on a special website platform, and if you're interested, it's from 4 to 7 p.m. our time, Saturday night. There's 3 stamp sets, the Cottage Rose, Cottage Wreaths, and a new exclusive Warm Welcome stamp set that's available to order now till the end of September. That's an early release for the next mini catalog. So so those are 3 stamp sets that you can watch. You know, and it will be available on replay too, okay? This World Card Making presentation with Stampin' Up! It will be recorded, and I think early next week it will be ready for replay, so you can always get the link. But anyways, they're stamping. So if you're interested, just reach out to me and let me know that you want to join in, and I will make sure you get a link to getting on. Okay. You can register also on stampinup.com, and or send. All right, I can send you a link too. Okay. All right. So so I think that's it. And also today is the last day. In my newsletter, I think I stated it was September 30th, but the weekly deals end today, okay? So here are the weekly deals. There's all kinds of fun things, embellishments and ribbon, some of the holiday paper, specialty paper, and craft paper, I believe. I don't know. I can't see it too far, but there's a lot of embellishments. So yeah, so that's a really cool thing to grab. Okay, so let me think here. So hello, Kathy and Colleen and Shirley and Gail. I wish you could pop over too, Gail. But I will still, these special prices for these paper pumpkin kits will be available also during the other craft and chat times in the month of October, okay? So they're not going away, so you can still have that option to grab one of those. And those are great just to take home also as well. So, and you can always, here's, let me think here. Here's this month's host code. So if you're placing an online order, you can use that host code. And I got a special card kit to mail to you as a thank you for placing a $50 or more order. Okay, so let's get started. You guys are probably anxious to, I don't know, who has done the baby wipe technique before? So it's simple and easy to do. So all you simply need are baby wipes, and I usually start with, I like to use 2 baby wipes, and I love the thicker ones, you know, like either Pampers or Huggies. If it's a thinner baby wipe, then obviously you want to use more, okay, because this is your ink pad, okay, and we are going to just use, you know, I had a silicone mat, but we're going to just use a clear block, okay? So I'm simply going to, I don't need a huge ink pad because this is the stamp I'm going to use. This is from the Soft Seedlings. We use that, was it last week? I think we did. So we're going to use the big stamp here to stamp with. So I'm going to just fold these up. So I've got a nice, fairly thick ink pad there, okay? Because you want a little bit for the ink to absorb in. Are they wet or dry? Hi, Louise. These are wet. They're fresh baby wipes. I always keep baby wipes in my classroom and in my office because you never know when you need to wipe up something, okay? So we are going to use, I have Mango Melody, okay? So I want this to really kind of be my predominant color, okay? And I'm going to just try to, might have gone a little crazy there. Drop some ink there, okay? And then I want a little bit of, this is Granny Apple Green, okay? This one I don't want as much. You kind of want to create puddles so that way it bleeds a little bit. Let's see, I think that's pretty good. And then we've got some Poppy Parade because leaves have like the red in them, okay? Right? We hopefully, that's the one good thing about living in upstate New York or central New York. We really, lots of times, you know, the leaves are just so great for leaf peeking, and so you can make your ink pad as big or as little as you want. I kind of, you know, like I kind of can see how big of an ink area I need. So, so I'm going to fill in some of these spots with Daffodil Delights. We got just a little bit brighter color because you kind of want them to bleed a little bit, and as we use it, you're going to see when we're stamping on it how they're going to mesh together a little bit more. All right, so we also need, you want a chamois because it's always good to kind of clean or blot your stamp before you move on, okay, before you re-ink it again, because you don't want to muddy your stamp. So because we have so many different colors here, when you stamp it again, if you've got like the yellow part into the green, it's gonna muddy it up after a while. I'm just gonna make sure. I was using black with this prior to this. Okay, so we're gonna simply start with a piece of a quarter sheet of cardstock here of basic white. So this is I think it's like 4 or maybe 3 3¾ by 5 inches is what I did. Okay, I want to make sure I'm in the thing. So I'm just going to go up and down with it, straight up and down to ink up my stamp. And I think that looks pretty good. And I'm going to kind of start right in the middle here. And I'm going to press this a little bit longer than I want because we're using a baby wipe. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Look how beautiful that is. All right. So let's just give this a little bit of wipe, and then I'm going to blot it. And then I'm going to go up and down just a little bit. I'm going to twist my paper here a little bit. And we're going to stamp again, blot. And then, so this goes fairly quickly. Aren't they just looking gorgeous? Blot and stamp. Okay, see how the colors are starting to melt, you know, I want to say like how they're moving together. So let's do this again. And sometimes, you know, like just doing a whole sheet of that. So a bigger piece. And you can do a lot of stamping with this. I created several cards with this, just this little bit of ink pad. So look at that. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? It just creates a kind of a fun technique. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Okay, so while we've got our ink pad there, I want to just stamp the inside of my card here. So let's just get that on there. Okay, so we got the inside done, and we need an envelope. So let's grab an envelope here. And I'm kind of working in the same area, so I'm not cleaning. But if I was like twisting my stamp around, I'd want to. Oh, just gorgeous. Okay, was there anything else I need to do? We're going to come back to that because we'll use it again. And you could really, if you felt like your ink was getting light, you could just still put ink, re-ink it up again with ink in the same spot, because I think you can tell the colors good enough with these. All right, so let's set that out of this aside. Okay. All right, love the fall colors. I know. Don't you want to like see leaves like this when you're going up north, gal? I think leaves are starting to change up in the Adirondacks. I'm hoping we get up there, but I don't know. Weekends are kind of full. Plus, it's been so rainy, so, and let's all keep in mind, everybody in Florida, that they all stay safe, and the devastation isn't too great. Okay, so we're going to mat this on some Poppy Parade, because we used Poppy Parade ink refill, okay? And then we're going to do it on our, we're going to dimensionalize this. This is really a beginner's card. So these are great. This is a great technique if you are a beginner stamper, because so far we're using ink and we're using paper, right? And we're going to throw in a punch in here in a minute. All right, so it's very simple for you as a beginner stamper. This is a great thing, technique to do with kids, because anybody can do it. So anybody can create their own palette of colors as well. All right, so let's add this to here, and I'm kind of looking to see where I want my words. Should have thought about that before. And I thought I had punched an oval before I set this down, I'm going to just kind of get a feel. I think we're going to go here. All right, so that's going to be the bottom of my card. And this is thick basic white cardstock for a base. And we're going to put, this is using our double oval punch here. I love this punch. I think I used that last week too. So I'm going to just put that there. And now we're going to stamp our greeting. So let's just do the word hello. This is from the Soft Seedling stamp set. So just stamp that really quick, and the punch. So remember, when this is a double oval, you want to, hopefully I've got it down enough, barely, but I think that'll be okay. You don't want too wide of a piece of paper, okay, because you need it, like I have a lot of excess here, so so don't go too big. All right, so let's add some dimensionals to this. And so a punch is great for a beginner stamper. All right, so there we go. And then let's finish it off with a linen thread bow here. I already got one tied for you. So I turned my heat off. I think I almost want to turn it back on. It's getting like damp. Let's just kind of set this off to the side here, and we'll give it a little haircut here. And there we go. We have a simple and easy card. Look how easy that was, right? So who feels they can do this? Maybe just a 2, really? Okay, too early for peak. Okay. Well, it's got to be getting close. I think we need some more sunshine. Hopefully this weekend we're going to see sun. All right, so there's our first card. Isn't that just beautiful? You could just make a whole set of these for as a gift as well. Okay, so let's move on to, let's step it up a little bit. Okay, let's pull in our die cut machine and do a little fussy cutting here. All right. So I haven't done much with these set of dies. These are our, I got to remember the name, split card textures. Okay, you know, and I'm not sure if they're available. They've been on or unavailable for a little bit, but or they're on low inventory. I can't really remember. So these are great to use because it's meant to just die cut just a little texture, to create a little texture on your cardstock. Okay, and there's 2 in the die set for them. So I've already die cut my piece, so we're going to add this. Let's see, what's the easiest way? I'm going to just put Tempo glue, liquid glue, just on the outside. Okay, and we'll put some here. And then let's get some across this top here. And this is like a 4 1/4 by 5, 4 inches by 5 1/4 piece of cardstock. It cuts it, it's just the perfect size for it. Okay, so let's get this centered. A little high, but okay, there we go. So we've got our card base ready, right? And I've already stamped the inside, so we've got a beautiful inside. So what are we going to do? So what I did was, what did I do? Do I have my sample here? Hang on. So what I did was, I just took a bunch of these leaves and I stamped them on some scrap cardstock and I fussy cut them, okay? So I've got 2 leaves here that I fussy cut, okay? So we're going to add this to our card front. So what I did was I just kind of like intertwined these a little bit so that they kind of like locked into each other, okay? So I'm going to use a glue dot and just secure a couple spots here with a glue dot. Just gonna pick up this one leaf, and I should be looking at this. Make sure these stay where I want them to go. Maybe I'll do it from the front. So let's just add a couple glue dots here. Okay, so I think that's good. Just kind of hold them in place a little bit. Now we're going to put lots of dimensionals on the back side of this, okay? So let's add some dimensionals. And I think we're going to need a few minis as well. So this was just another easy card to create. Even, I mean, it's a little bit stepped up because we're pulling in our stamp cut and emboss machine, but it's easy to do, really. All right, so let's grab some minis here. Minis are great just for these little spots that you want, and I'm not going crazy with this. Okay, so we got lots of dimensionals. So, oh, I know what I wanted to do was stamp my greeting first, okay? And I don't have that mounted, I don't think. Nope, we're gonna do thinking of you. And I need a block here. So let's grab a block. And, okay, this is such a fine line stamp. It's thin. Just stamp this down at the bottom, okay? All right, everybody with me so far? Hi, Bev and Roberta, welcome. Okay, so we've got that. So I'm gonna just see which way. I think that'll look good. What do you guys think? Do I need to zoom in a little bit more? Maybe I do. Whoops, that might be too much. Hopefully that's better for you guys. There we go. Maybe we can move this right now. So let's, did I do that right? Yeah. Let's take off all these dimensionals here. And then I have one more card idea, because there's just so much ink left on that baby wipe. I want to show you one thing that I did in a minute to kind of like not let that ink go to waste, right? So let's add this right here. So it's just kind of like up the split. There we go. What do you guys think? Do you love that? So, and hopefully I'm going to get a blog post done on this. I'm really working hard to get back to blogging consistently and everything. So, so watch for this, because I've already taken pictures, so I just got to write it up. Anyways, all right. So we've got that done, right? So, oh, I know what we want to do. We're going to put some bling on this one, all right? So let's add a little bit of bling here. Let's add a big one. I'm going to use lots of bling, okay? And a little one. How did I do this? We're going to put one here, one up here. Let's go with the medium size, kind of like up here. And then let's go with the little one down here, okay? So we blinged it up pretty darn good. There we go. How do you like that? There. Okay. Love the die. I know I have it. Now maybe I should get it out and use it. You definitely should get it out and use it, Gail, because you want to, because it is. I haven't used it much either. So I need to do more. So I've got it out and I'm starting to use it. Okay, so I did the same thing with the envelope. We stamped with the baby wipe the leaves. So we've got a beautiful matchy card here. Okay, so finally we are going to, so here you can kind of like, here I was just, this was like a half a sheet of paper, but you could cut this up into smaller pieces. It would make some great tags, just all kinds of great stuff. So All right, so we're going to pull in our stamp cut and emboss machine. Okay, and let me grab my cardstock here. We're going to use Mossy Meadow. Okay, so we're using a half a sheet, and this is our Leaf Fall 3D embossing folder. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm zoomed way in, right? So let's zoom back out just a little bit more while we do this part. So we're using platform 1 because it tells us right down here that using with a 3D embossing folder, it's very important. If you don't have the new machine has this on the platform, so it tells you exactly what to use. This one's using the standard, and this is using with our dies up here, this sandwich, okay? So it's one of the things I love about it. Now, because this is so thick, I'm going to just spritz it a little bit with some alcohol, okay? It's like 90% alcohol, and this will help us get a little bit of a deeper impression, and it dries fairly quickly. So I'm lining the fold of the cardstock up with the fold up here, okay? And you want to always make sure that you're right on to this platform so it doesn't dig into your embossing folder. Okay, so we're going to crank this through like 2 times, okay? Because I really want to make sure that I get a really nice deep impression with this, okay? And it's just a couple cranks, because you really want that. And by wetting it just a little bit with the alcohol, just helps set that that impression as well. Okay, so let's move this stuff out of the way and ready for the big reveal. Let's check this out here. This is where the magic happens. Look how deep that is. It's just absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? I love this. It just adds just that little bit of texture to your background, and I'm okay with it not being totally like covering the card base. So you can see the alcohol is drying, okay? It will dry fairly quickly, okay? So we're going to come back to that, and we will just, lots of times I flip it over if I'm doing the, and I just crease that on the back side kind of gently, just making sure I'm only like near the crease. I don't want to do the front because I don't want to soften up that impression that I just did, okay? All right, so let's set this aside while we do the rest of our card. So what we're going to do, remember I said I had, well, first of all, let's stamp the inside of our card, okay? So let's get the corner here. There we go. We've got the inside, and we need another envelope. And let's stamp an envelope. Okay, so we've got our envelope done. Actually, I've got a couple extra envelopes I need to do while I've got this going. Okay. And one more. Hopefully I didn't do too many. If not, I guess I'll make some more cards. Okay, so what are we going to do? I got to grab some cardstock. So you could either, you know, use scraps or whatever, but I want at least a 3x4 piece of card, of cardstock. So what I'm going to do is, there's just all this ink and I just hate to let it go to waste. So I'm just going to rub it around here a little bit. Okay. Well, it's picking up the baby wipe. And so we'll just kind of rub this a little bit. All right. So we've got it, and we'll finish up the edges. Just kind of dab it wherever you want. So look at that cool background. So what do you think you could do with this, right? This is wet, so it's something you want to kind of like let it dry, okay? So let me show you one that's already dried, okay? So we've got this. Mine's a little bit lighter. I think I did a lot more stamping on this one, but really kind of like the same technique, don't you think? Okay, so we're going to set that aside. We're going to use, I need to clean my stamp here because we're going to go to Memento ink. Okay. And guys, I only just kind of like thought this up at like at 2:15. Okay. I was like, okay, I forgot to, because I had this and I knew I wanted to do something with it. And I forgot that I need to make something today. So 2:15, I'm making this card. So it's possible to stamp quickly, right? All right, so we're going to use the Memento ink, and we're going to just stamp this leaf on here. I got to think how I want to do this. I'm going to just press a little bit longer than normal. There we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look stunning with the black on it? I thought so. So hopefully you think so too. So we're going to add just go around and add some more leaves here. Make sure I get this right. All right. There we go. And let's just go like that. There we go. So we've got a cool background that kind of still shows the color through and so on. All right. So let's create a card. So we're going to add this to some basic black, which is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, because remember I said I needed a 3 by 4, and you can just cut it down if you have a larger piece. All right, so we've got that, and then we're going to pull in our card base so you can see it dried, right? See how quickly the alcohol dries versus the water would still be kind of wet and you'd have to wait longer. You could dry it with your heat gun, but that does make a little bit of a difference. All right, so let me see here. Let's add some dimensionals here. Okay. I'm just making sure. Here we go. Okay, so let's add our dimensionals here. And so anybody have any ideas like you can do this or what? So we're going to just put this down in our corner, okay? And I've already taken a die from the Stylish Shapes, okay? And we're going to use, this is where I love these side things, these skinnier pieces of dimensionals. I'm going to just add that on the edge of our tag label here. And then we'll just add a little bit of adhesive there. And I'm thinking, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking right about here is where I'll put it. And it could go really anywhere as you want. You could go up high, whichever. And then let's simply add another linen thread bow, okay? And then this card will be almost done. That's how quick and easy it was. My bow feels like it's a little loose. Okay, let's give it a trim here. So, what do you guys think? Sharp or what? I like the colors. I think the black really makes it pop. So, what do we need? We need to finish off the inside though, right? So we have this. This is our inside. That's right. Let me make sure. Yep. Because I was starting to put one together and I didn't have the right cardstock. My weight was a smidge too big. So we got just a hint here. And the black really looks good inside here with the Mossy Meadow. I haven't used, I don't know, Mossy Meadow too much lately. So, okay. What do you think? Isn't that nice? Just perfect to write a note for somebody. And of course, and we have a gorgeous card to go with it. So I hope this inspired you guys today. Let me show you my starting point with this card, because I had this card here as well. So same layout, same design, just a little bit different, where I used designer paper here and added a few embellishments as well. So maybe I can, I'll do this card soon as well to show you guys. All right, so I think that's it. What else do I need to say? I think that is it. So just remember, if you need any supplies, you can use the host code here. Oh, I hit it twice. And come on. There we go. The September host code, it, what was I going to say? It's available. Let's see. Yeah, Nancy, the weekly deals end today, and yeah, the weekly deals end today, and the Perfect Partners ends on Saturday. And remember, if you're available and want to come for the craft and chat sessions, either Friday or Saturday, please message me. And I've got all kinds of fun things. We're doing some special ways to celebrate. I got a fun prize wheel today, for people to spin. So we're just going to have all kinds of fun, and of course some type of sweet treat, which might be apples if I get to the store, or I don't know. It'll be something good and fun. Eat something enjoyable. So, okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining in today, and I hope you've learned something, and message me if you tried this baby wipe technique, okay? We just kind of forget about it. So if you don't have baby wipes, add them to your next grocery list and grab some, okay? All right, we'll see you soon, and have an awesome weekend. And please remember to keep your thoughts and prayers for those that are being impacted by Ian. So, all right, thanks. Bye-bye.